Hey y'all, it's Heel Heat time.
Hi everybody, my name is George Coles and this is a Heel Heat art project. Now this is the first time I'm trying something like this, so I felt I'd let out my artistic side. Before we get into it, we're going to make a Shockmaster Mask, which if you remember is kind of one of the funniest things in wrestling history. Typhoon, aka Fred Ottman, set to debut in WCW as a Shockmaster, hilariously falls through the wall. Now, if you remember, the mask is nothing more than a glorified Stormtrooper helmet with some glitter paint. So this is an easy one. This is one that most of you should be able to do. Now, we'll get into this. This is a paint your own Stormtrooper helmet. You can find it at most craft stores, Target, Walmart, Kmart. Most stores carry them for, I got it for $9.99. I know, same price as the WWE Network. This is a Krylon Glitter Blast paint. Now this is a little bit more expensive. This one here ran me $6 for this can. So we're gonna try and be as frugal with it as we can, being as it was expensive. Now as you see, I have set up here basically an upside down trash can. I'm going to put this on top of what is essentially an old Burger King cup, and basically so I could paint a little bit around the edges so you could see the glitter coming all through. And I'm sitting that on top of a used pizza box from a couple nights back that hasn't been sent out to the garbage yet. Now, the reason I did that, of course, with any kind of spray paint you're going to have blowback. So here's what I'm going to do. Set it there, make sure it's nice and balanced. Get our spray paint can open. Okay, and that's interesting. There we go. I guess I opened it with a little bit too much force because the spray portion blew off. But we'll put that back on real quick. Get the dirt and such out of here. Now remember, as with anything you spray paint, shake it vigorously. And try to stand 6 to 12 inches away from your canvas at this point, the Stormtrooper helmet. I'm going to give it a little more shaking than I normally would, being as it's got glitter in it. I don't know, I'm pretty sure that would settle. So let's see. You want to go with light, barely touching steps as to avoid dripping. As you can see, the glitter is going on a little nicely. I don't know how much the camera's picking up. Putting a nice little coat on in here. It has some areas where inherently the plastic itself was a little darker. So I'm wanting to make sure that gets covered. And we avoid as many runs as possible. Now, by the looks on the coverage and what I see here, it looks like I should be able to get away with just one coat of paint on it. We're going to let this dry about 20-30 minutes, come back to it, see what it looks like then, if it needs a second coat, if it's fine. But as with anything, as you can see, it's a nice simple build. I'm going to come into the camera and move it a little closer so you can get a better idea of what went on. Sorry about the shaky camera for a moment, folks. But basically, this is what we're going to have as your finished result. A nice silver sparkly Stormtrooper helmet. As you can see, some of it's already drying a bit. As you can see, there's some darker areas. But we'll come out in about 20 minutes, see what it looks like then. Alright, here it is 20 minutes later. The project is dry. As you can see, you got the sparkles. Paint went on a little bit thicker than I expected. Took some of the detail out of the helmet itself. But, I don't know, didn't come out too bad. So if you're a fan of the Shockmaster or WCW or WrestleCrap or anywhere else you may have seen this, it's a quick, easy, fun little art project, and you can put this on your desk, you know, wherever, and display it. People will ask you what it is. But basically, that's all there is to it. My name is George Coles, and this has been an art project.